Good morning. A cool morning in Door County, and found a couple of things in bloom. The first one is called Rattlesnake Root. It's also called Lion's Foot. I've also heard it called wild lettuce. Another plant, there's so many in the aster family, tall, 2 to 3, even 5 feet tall sometimes, has these clusters. They're almost done now, but these clusters are drooping, kind of bell-shaped flowers, white, sometimes a little pink in it, at the top of the plant. And leaves, small at top, get progressively larger as you go down. Sometimes the leaves are at the bottom are even 8 inches long and wide, and sometimes they're lobed, almost like a maple leaf a little bit. So smaller to larger. And at the basal leaves have those wings along the petiole, like we saw last week or last time with heartleaf aster. Called rattlesnake root because early people and Native Americans would use juice from the plant and from the roots in particular to treat snake bites. So, and it's called lion's foot also because somebody somewhere, I guess, thought that the leaf looked like the footprint of a lion. I don't see it, but somebody did. Anyway, rattlesnake root or lion's foot. I drove the length of Door County yesterday, and I think it's going to be a good fall color year. And I'd say we're at about 25, maybe 30% up here right now, but getting better by the day. And here's a nice example of Door County fall color. This is Beaked Hazelnut, our native hazelnut up here, with this wonderful reddish orange, a little yellow in there too, fall color. Out in the sun, this can get really nice fall color. As you get into more shade, and it tolerates some shade, the fall color won't be this nice. But this is a great fall color plant, and you can also see right now next year's male flowers. They're called catkins on hazelnut, birch, ironwood, and that hot dog shaped bud, it says flower bud, will elongate 2, 3, even 4 inches long sometimes, and shed its pollen early next spring. So that's another nice winter feature of beaked hazelnut. But right now, it's the fall color. Here's another plant we saw earlier this year, smooth rose in fruit. The berries or fruit of roses are called rose hips, edible, high in vitamin C, very colorful. Eventually animals, chipmunks, squirrels, birds will take these, but they're very colorful for a while in the fall. Again, it's called smooth rose. You can see here there are no thorns on the stem. It's smooth of thorns. Most roses are thorny and some are very thorny, not this one. And this is one that had the nice pink fragrant flowers back in June. Smooth rose. Here's a plant that we saw back in late May, early June, sometime in there. Solomon's plume, or false Solomon seal. You wouldn't recognize it now because the foliage is pretty much done. And most of the berries are gone. It produces from these big plumes of creamy white flowers, these wonderful, in the end, ripe red berries that clearly something eats. Not many left, but they're very pretty for a while. And on some plants, there'll be so many and they'll be so thick that the plant will also actually bend to the ground. A kind of perfect height for chipmunks and red squirrels to eat. So we're just at the end of the berry season for Solomon's plume, but still very colorful. Here's another nice one for fall color. This is round leaf dogwood. Not this, that's white pine. Round leaf dogwood. Our most common dogwood by far in Door County. We have round leaf or oval leaf dogwood. We have pagoda dogwood, gray dogwood, red osier or red stem dogwood, and we have bunchberry, which is a little dwarf one. It's about 3 inches tall. That's a dogwood too. But this is a common one, much broader leaves than the other dogwoods. Opposite, like almost all dogwoods, except pagoda dogwood and one Asian species that have alternate leaves. And in good years, and this is going to be a good year, great color. A little spotted from some fungal infection earlier this year, but still very nice. I don't see any fruit on here. It gets a cluster of berries too that the birds take right away. They love dogwood berries. It gets, 8, 10, even 12 feet tall sometimes. Little leggy. Red osier dogwood is the one with the red stems that people prefer to this one that has kind of pinkish stems. You can't see it very well now, but that'll get more pronounced in winter, but not red like red osier dogwood. But right now it's the fall color, and it's everywhere in Door County, round leaf dogwood. Here's an added feature on round leaf dogwood, and other dogwoods too, are these berry stems, or they're called pedicels, that are left behind after the fruit is gone. And on this particular cluster, the fruit never really developed. I'm not sure if that was a pollination problem or just what. But if these had developed to full-size berries, they'd be gone. Birds take them right away. But these pedicels are colorful and stay behind and add another element of color for several weeks or even more before they dry up and drop off.